Temperature deciduous forests. Temperature deciduous forests. Focus question. What are the features of temperature deciduous forests? A blaze of color. Fall is a special time of year. The weather gets cooler and many people feel more comfortable being outside. In some parts of the world, this season has special appeal beyond the weather. As temperatures start to cool down, the first colorful hints of autumn appear on trees. Before long, brilliant displays of yellows, golds, oranges, and reds paint the countryside. Some people only need to step outside their door to see these glorious landscapes. Others may fly thousands of miles to view them. One thing is certain, this amazing event is not to be missed. Brilliant fall colors are one of the greatest shows on earth. They're also a telltale sign of temperature deciduous forests. Word-wise. The word deciduous comes from a Latin word that means to fall off. Deciduous trees lose their leaves in winter. They are sometimes referred to as leaf-shedding trees. To shed means to give up as parts of a normal life process, such as a snake shedding its skin or a cat shedding hair. The temperature deciduous forest biome. Different types of environments cover Earth's surface. These regions and the communities of plants and animals that live there are called biomes. Grasslands, rainforests, deserts, and oceans are examples of biomes. So are temperatures deciduous forests. Many factors play a part in creating Earth's biomes. Two important ones are latitude, how far a location is from the equator, and elevation, or height above sea level. Both help determine how warm or cool a place is. Climate, land, and water are also important building blocks of biomes, as are plants and animals. Temperature deciduous forests are large areas where deciduous trees grow. The leaves on these trees change color in fall and drop to the ground in winter. Temperature deciduous forests are located in the northern temperature zone. This latitude band is in the northern hemisphere between the cold polar zone and hot tropical zone. Much of the eastern third of the United States is in this biome, as well as a small part of Canada. Large areas of temperature deciduous forests are also found in Europe, Japan, eastern Russia, China, and Korea. Temperature deciduous forests may border many other biomes. They may be located next to grasslands, semi-arid deserts, taiga, cold forests, or subtropical forests. Climate and soil. Temperature deciduous forests are located in regions that receive both very warm and very cold weather. As a result, this biome has 4 seasons, each with its own unique personality. Winters are cold, often with low precipitation, although it varies from place to place. Temperatures and precipitation both rise in spring and reach their peak in summer, which can be quite humid. Autumn is cool and crisp, with a drop in precipitation. Temperatures throughout the year generally range between -30 degrees, -22 degrees Celsius Fahrenheit, and 30 degrees Celsius, 86 degrees Celsius Fahrenheit. Temperature deciduous forests have the second highest precipitation per year of many biomes after rainforests, roughly 75 to 150 centimeters, 30 to 59 inches of precipitation fell each year. In winter, precipitation often falls as snow, sleet, or hail. Soils in temperature deciduous forests tend to be deep, dark, and fertile. This is a result of trees dropping their leaves in autumn. The leaves build up on the forest floor, creating a dense layer of leaf litter. Fungi, bacteria, and other underground organisms break down this leafy layer, revealing nutrients into the soil. Do you know? In some temperature regions, the soil contains more sand and fewer nutrients. Forests in these regions often have a mix of deciduous and evergreen trees. Evergreens, which can live in weaker soils, lose and grow their leaves throughout the year instead of once each year. Forests with both kinds of trees are often referred to as mixed forests. Plants. Temperature deciduous forests are also known as temperature broadleaf forests. Most of the trees in this biome have wide flat leaves instead of thin needles. Leaf shape is an adaptation that helps the tree survive. Because the leaves have a large surface area, they capture a great deal of sunlight for photosynthesis. In this process, plants make food from sunlight, water, air, and chlorophyll, a chemical. Forests in this biome generally have 5 levels of plants. The canopy includes the tallest trees, which receive the greatest amount of sunlight. The fertile soil nourishes many hardwood trees, including oak, elm, maple, hickory, beech, and ash. Some sunlight gets through the dense canopy, which allows many species of plants to grow in the lower levels. The level under the canopy contains shorter trees such as dogwoods, along with saplings, younger, slender trees beneath them in the shrub level, which may include rhododendron, sumac, and honeysuckle. Next comes the herb level, which contains ferns, grasses, and wildflowers. Mosses, fungi, and lichens grow on the first floor or ground. They also grow on tree trunks, in addition to leaf shape. Trees in temperature-deciduous forests have other adaptations that help them survive. Dropping their leaves and becoming dormant in winter allows them to conserve energy and withstand the cold. Thick bark also offers trees protection from lower temperatures. Plants in lower levels of the forest have adaptations too. For example, ferns and wildflowers grow quickly in early springs between the canopy fills out the blocks too much sunlight. Why leaves change color? The leaves of deciduous trees mainly conduct photosynthesis in spring and summer. They use sunlight and chlorophyll, a chemical mostly found in leaves, to turn water and carbon dioxide gas into a sugar that gives the trees energy. Leaves are green because they are full of chlorophyll. They also contain orange, yellow, and brown chemicals that are hidden by the green chlorophyll. In fall, when the weather gets cooler and trees receive less sunlight, photosynthesis slows down. Leaves stop making chlorophyll, so they lose their green color. As a result, the hidden colors start to show. When the weather gets cold enough in fall, the temperature starts to drop below freezing. Before the sap inside the leaves begin to freeze, the trees shed their leaves in order to protect themselves from damage. Deciduous trees are bare in winter. They use the food they stored in spring and summer to survive. When spring comes, the temperatures warm up. New leaves grow. Animals. Many different kinds of animals live in temperature-deciduous forests. This is in part because of the many kinds of plants available to eat. Another reason is the variety of habitats with water, including lakes, ponds, rivers, and streams. Predators include bobcats, foxes, mountain lions, timber wolves, and coyotes. Large herbivores include white-tailed deer, as well as moose in some areas. Rabbits, squirrels, and chipmunks are among the smaller herbivores. Omnivores include skunks, raccoons, opossums, and black bears. Snakes, frogs, toads, and turtles are common, as are woodpeckers, cardinals, hawks, owls, and many other birds. This biome is also home to many insects and spiders. Animals in this biome have adaptations to help them through the harsh winters. They need more energy to stay warm but have a harder time finding food since trees are dormant. Some animals, such as squirrels, store food for the winter ahead of time. Others, such as black bears and American touts, hibernate so they won't need as much energy. Another way to survive the winter is to reduce heat loss. Red foxes grow thicker coated fur and often stay protected from the cold and dens. Mice and other rodents stay warm under a blanket of snow. Woodpeckers and most owls are year-round residents of this biome. Many songbirds only live here during the warmer months. In winter, they migrate to warmer places where food is more plentiful. People. People have lived in temperature-deciduous forests for many thousands of years. Most of this biome has been changed a great deal from its original condition. For at least 5,000 years, people have been making use of its resources. These include fertile soil for growing crops and hardwood trees for fuel and building. Today, these forests are one of the most populated biomes in the world. People continue to use their resources, although in some places and forests have grown back. Temperature deciduous forests are popular recreation spots. Hiking, boating, fishing, camping, and wildlife watching all bring people to these biomes. In addition, the fall colors are an irresistible attraction. Magnificent beauty. Temperature deciduous forests stand out in every season. Snow and sunlight turn bare forests of dormant trees and flowers provides welcome signs of new life. Summer heat and rain bring an explosion of green growth. Vibrant fall colors change landscapes into beautiful works of art. If you have a chance to visit a temperature deciduous forests, especially in fall, be sure to go gazing at the brilliantly colored trees or walking